Welcome to From the Eseni Humane Gospel of Christ, Love for All Beings, Part 1 of 2, on Words of Wisdom. The Essenes were an ancient spiritual group with origins in Judaism. They lived thousands of years ago in the deserts along the Dead Sea and in parts of Judea. The Essenes practiced meditation, were vegetarians, and lived a strictly pure lifestyle. Lord Jesus Christ, also known as Lord Yeshua, was born into the Essene Brotherhood, and the Essenes wrote detailed accounts about the beloved Master's life and teachings. One of these texts, whose fragments have fortunately been preserved, is called the Eseni Humane Gospel of Christ. Humaneness, especially toward the meek animal people, was an absolute hallmark of Lord Jesus, as we discover time and time again in this fascinating gospel. On today's show, we are honored to present selections where Lord Jesus awakens the people to mercy and love towards other people and our animal friends. Jesus and Mary of Magdala. And it came to pass that one certain Pharisee named Simon asked of Jesus that he would dine with him, and Jesus did sit down and eat with Simon. And behold, a woman of Magdala, Mary, reputed a sinner, was also in the city and sought after Jesus to present him with a gift, an alabaster box of ointment. Finding Jesus in the house of the Pharisee, she stood at Jesus' feet behind him, weeping, and washed his feet with her tears, and did wipe them with the hairs of her head. And then she kissed his feet, and anointed them with ointment. The Pharisee Simon was surprised at what he saw, for he felt in his heart, if Jesus were a prophet, he would not have such a sinner touch him. But Jesus, perceiving Simon's bewilderment, said unto him, There was a creditor which had 2 debtors. The one owed 500 pence, and the other 50. And when they had nothing to pay, the creditor freely forgave both. Tell me, Simon, which of the debtors will love him most? And Simon answered, I suppose that he to whom he forgave the most. And Jesus said unto him, Thou hast rightly judged. And he said unto Simon, Now see thou this woman in question. Did I not enter into thine house? But thou gave me no water for my feet, did thou? But she who has no water washed my feet with many tears, and so wiped them with the hairs of her head. Thou also gave me no kiss. But this woman, since the very time I came in, has not ceased to kiss my feet, even as thou have beheld. Also my head with oil thou did not anoint, but this woman has anointed even my feet with ointment. Wherefore, Simon, I say unto thee, by God's grace, her sins, which are indeed many, are forgiven. For although ye have not known this woman to be humane, but know her only by her sins, I tell ye truly, she has loved and cared much, not only for the needy, but also every beast and the birds of the air, yea, even the fishes of the sea. For I say unto ye, to whom little is forgiven, the same loves little. And Simon remained silent, but listened to every word. And then Jesus said unto the woman, Truly thy sins are forgiven, all peace be unto thee. And they who sat at the table began to say within themselves, For a certainty, who is this one that even forgives sins? For Jesus had not said unto the woman, I forgive thee, but thy sins are forgiven. For Jesus discerned in her heart true faith and penitence. Yea, for Jesus needed not the outside testimony of any man, for he himself knew what was in every man and woman before him, knowing the good from the evil, the right from the wrong. And Jesus continued to awaken the people to mercy and love because of his great wisdom and knowledge of the inner meanings of the Holy Law. The Spirit of truth was upon him, and everywhere he spoke, the people received his words in gladness and peace. And Mary Magdalene also became a disciple of Jesus, and sin never came unto her again, for she was purified and yearned only to do good and forget the evil. And Mary at times did travel with Jesus and the disciples, and did herself speak unto many the keeping of the holy law. And many women listened unto her words, and became disciples of the holy way, yea, even bearing testimony to their families and neighbors of the salvation and light of Jesus. And some of the Pharisees did listen to Jesus' words also, and did leave off from their evil ways and followed him. And there was great excitement among the priests, who wished not to hear of Jesus nor his truths. Jesus teaches natural health reform, the natural cures of nature. And Jesus continued to travel with many disciples to various regions of Israel, where he did amass believers of the holy law. For many listened unto him and were astonished, and did believe truly in their hearts that he was the Son of God, the promised deliverer of the enslaved earthly race of man. And Jesus did heal every ailment and disease among the sick, even teaching the people the art of true health reform according to the natural laws of nature. Yea, for he taught the people healing properties of plants, even every herb and grass of the field, and the power hidden in stones, and the cleansing miracle of pure water. And many were amazed and did believe, and were healed. And because of his great wisdom and understanding, Jesus amazed entire households and helped many unto the holy way of life. And Jesus did teach the clean diet of man and beast, and taught even the holy law on health, that all may know and learn true salvation. And he named every fruit that God had given unto man as food, and every vegetable that God had given unto the beasts and birds of the earth. Yea, even of the fishes did Jesus speak of, and told every household with ears sacred truths of the holy way. And many were the listeners who obeyed his words from that time on.
The vegan wants to live in harmony with the other inhabitants of this planet. Jean Mas, vegan.